give me a ride like this? Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived?
Hey, it's your Uncle Jeff in the morning. Hello, welcome to Uncle Jeff time. We're tuning in for, where am I? Morning, everyone. It's your Uncle Jeff. Fresh out of bed, fresh, ready to make some hits. How's it going? Oh boy, yeah. What about my hair? My hair's on point, as they say in the old country. You're auditioning for Trail to Oregon today. I'm so sorry. That sounds like a rough day. Yikes. Oof. I remember my days auditioning. I remember those days. I'd walk in a room and they'd say, please leave. I'd say, turn around, we don't want your kind here. And I go, I want to be an actor. And they go, no, you don't. Not today. We don't want your kind here. What, actors? Yeah. But it says audition. I don't care, get out. We don't want your kind here. Actors? Exactly. We don't like a kind around these parts. Woo! Yep. Auditioning is the worst thing in the world. I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. Actually, I guess I would wish it upon my worst enemy. I think that is the thing I would wish upon my worst enemy is to audition. Especially musical theater audition. Musical theater auditioning is hell on earth. Welcome to hell. Hi. Come on in. What do you have for us today? It is the worst thing in the world. So God bless you. May you may you survive it. I hope you survive your audition because not everybody survives. Let me tell you that. Everybody walks out of there alive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you haven't done it in 6 years, hey, I'm getting secondhand nervousness for you. Yikes. Don't want it. Never need to do it again. I'm good. I'm offer only. From now on, I'm offer only. Woof. I was helping our mutual friend John with an audition, an in-person musical theater audition recently, and I go, I can't help you, man. Actually, I could help him. Actually, I can. I'm actually very good at helping others with auditions, but I go, God, I don't want to be you. That was the whole time. I was like, just don't want to be you right now. Woo. You're going to audition for Footloose? Oh, no. Not Footloose. Well, who are you going for? Which role are you going for? Yeah, audition is it is I do have lots of tips and tricks, and I did open up my Broadway Plus profile again if anybody wants to hire me to fix their audition for them. If anybody wants to hire Uncle Jeff to help them with their audition, you can do that. But I do have a lot of tips and tricks. Oh, I did Footloose for 6 months on tour, and I never want to see that show again. I've done Footloose between 100 and 200 times in my life, and never need to do it again. Ariel. Okay, cool. Well, you should like if they're allowing you. I hate it when casting directors or whoever's casting says don't sing from the show, and I go, why wouldn't you want to hear the song that you're from the show you're casting? So my advice, if they'll let you, is to sing from the show because you're auditioning for that show. But for some reason, casting directors get weird and they go, whatever you do, don't sing from the show we're casting for. So if they do that, then just sing some 80s pop stuff. Hottest take of the day, casting directors. Never mind, we love them. We love them. We love a casting director. We love a sensible casting director. But I don't get that. I say always sing from the damn part you want to play. It just kind of makes sense. I like things that make sense. Yeah, 80s pop or just sing. What does she sing in the show? She doesn't sing Hero. That's Rusty. She sings Almost Paradise. She sings Jesus, I don't know. I don't even remember. That's Rust. Oh, let's hear it for the boys, Rusty. Right. What did I say? I need a hero. Oh, Ariel does sing I Need a Hero. I need a hero. So sing that. It's like they signed up to do Footloose. So, yes, part of the deal is you have to hear that 100 times in the audition process. I think that's why casting directors say don't sing from the show so they don't have to hear the song 100 times. They go, I'm sorry. That's what you signed up for. You want to do Footloose, then yes, you need to hear the songs hundreds of times. That's part of the deal. Um, I think coffee's terrible for auditioning, at least for me. I mean, it's like I don't need nerves upon nerves. I don't need adrenaline upon adrenaline, but that's just me. Um,
Adrenaline squared, yeah. And coffee's, yeah. Some people see coffee and voices react differently. For me, a little bit sometimes helps because I suffer from excess mucus on my cords, so sometimes drying it up a little bit can, but it's tricky. But yes, in general, I think caffeine's not great for your cords. What's on the agenda is I'm gonna keep editing this next IGTV hit, the next viral IGTV hit of the century, the Pauly Shore song. That's on the agenda. Um, and then coffee time with old Uncle Jeff. Whoa, we got a Miss Sivvy just subscribed. Hey, welcome, welcome to Uncle Jeff's Coffee Hour. My hair's perfect. How dare you? Welcome. Coffee is left. Coffee. So what I did. This is very. I don't know. Insert adjective. I took. I had a little bit of leftover my cappuccinos from the past 2 days. I combined them, put them on the stovetop to heat them up. So we got leftover cappuccinos. That's what's on the agenda today. Also, hot take of the day. No, it's going to alienate too many people. Won't do it. Won't do it. We're having a good time with Uncle Jeff. Oh, people have heard me say it before. Lemon. What is it? I think all tea can be launched into the sun. That's that's my hot take. I think all tea can be launched into the sun. I don't need it. Have no use for it. You can keep it. You can have it. It can all be launched into the sun. You can take your matcha and you can give it to SpaceX. Anyway, that's my hot take of the day. There we go. Just alienated the chat. We just lost all the chat. We just lost all the chat. Well, let's just launch everything into the sun then, eh? We'll just get a put. Let's just get a big rocket, launch everything into the sun. Whoa, chat, whoa, chat. Yes, tea is just brown flavored water. I'd go further and call it dirt water. It's just dirty water. Now, I can see the counter argument that coffee is also dirty water, but I like the taste of coffee's dirty water more than I like the taste of tea dirty water. I know. It's a strong counter argument. I get it. Coffee is bean tea. I get it. It's a strong counter argument. However, I like the taste of beans over leaves. Over leaves. Give me beans over leaves. Hot take of the day. I said nothing but nice things about tea. Forget I ever said it. Forget it. I said nothing but nice things about tea. Tea and I are on good terms. We're fine. Yep. That's what you do. That's how you find your true audience. You alienate everyone. This is how you find your real audience. What else for Uncle Jeff? What else we got? Actually, I do want to walk through. All right. Who had the audition? Let's walk through your audition. Wait, and give me the whole thing. Give me the whole who, what, when, where, why. Give me is this college? Is this community theater? Is this Broadway? What are we doing? What are the parameters here? It's a theater group at your university. Okay. Yes, welcome to Audition Hotline with Jeff. I'm here to answer with Uncle Jeff. I'm here to answer all your auditioning questions. Okay, question. So it's student run, I'm guessing. So you're auditioning for fellow students. Okay, but I mean, okay, you're auditioning for peers. Okay, here's the thing with auditioning for peers. Take solace in the fact that your peers don't know what they're doing. So you're on an equal playing field here. You're not auditioning for Bernard Telsey here. You're auditioning for peers who will have who if the roles were reversed would have just as hard a time as you. In fact, that's true always. But so just take solace in the fact that they don't know what they're doing. General good rule of thumb. Takes a lot of pressure off. And in fact, I think that applies even for auditioning in general. Just take solace in the fact that whoever's behind the table, if the roles were reversed, they wouldn't do any better. So that's your first, takes a lot of nerves. That's why it always helps, especially if you're at a university situation. You got to at some point get on the other side of that table. You need to cast something just so you can see a bunch of auditions, see what it's like, feel what you actually need from your actor. And also, I also always recommend actors direct a show at least once when they're in college because it shows you so much. It shows you why directors always want lines faster because once you're directing a show, you get it. You go, just tell me the damn story. Don't milk this. Just go, 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 go. So that's always why actors should direct a show so they see it. They go, oh, I get why directors are always telling me to say things faster. It's not about me. It's about the story. So that's helpful. Same with auditioning. You have to cast something at some point in your life so you see the good, the bad, what you like, what you hate, what you want, and you have empathy and sympathy that then when you audition translates. You go, I know they're actually rooting for me. I know that and not rooting for you is the wrong word. When you're casting something, you are desperate for the actor to nail it. Like you're more than rooting for him. You're like, please just kill this. Just knock it. Like nobody wants a bad audition unless they're a psychopath. So it's more than welcoming. It's like they want to help you as a rule of thumb. So that's why a good way to get over the nerves is to actually cast something yourself where you have all the power and you just see how shitty of a position it is. And then you can observe 100 auditions. Direct a show, be a casting director. This is good for an actor. That takes a lot of pressure off. And then you realize how frickin' hard auditioning is. And then that gives you a ton of forgiveness when you're actually auditioning. So those are two things you should do. Third thing is when you're today's your audition, right? So this is not exactly helpful. But in general, when you're preparing for an audition, you have to get in the habit of doing your piece in foreign environments because you're probably used to, practicing your piece in the same room, in the same conditions, at the same time of day, for the same audience, probably no one, in front of your mirror or wherever. And then once you step into this foreign environment, this room that you've never been in before, in front of people you've never been in before, you're totally lost. So that means do your audition in your car. Do it in front of friends. Yes, do it in front of friends. Even fail in front of your people you trust. Do it in the parking garage. Do it. You need to get used to doing it in places you're not used to. So you need to normalize, You need to normalize unfamiliarity. So you get used to doing your piece in places you've never been before. You have to do that. What else? Also, when you're preparing an audition, make sure you're not getting into habits of doing it the same way every time. This includes hand motions, and line readings. If you're doing it the same way every time, your piece is now dead. It is now a dead piece of theater. Theater should be alive. That means if the room's different, if your environment's different, then it should be different. If you're copying and pasting the same performance from your room into the casting, into the casting room, audition room, it's dead. It is a dead thing, and we want theater to be alive and spontaneous. So that means having more of an improv feel in your audition, doing things different ways, being malleable. If you can only remember it by doing a certain hand motion at a certain time, you don't know your piece. So you got to constantly be kind of tricking yourself. You go, hey, I'm going to do it this time really angry, just the whole thing. I'm going to do it super angry. This time I'm going to do it super, like you need to be tricking yourself so it stays flexible. Because a good director might say, hey, I really liked what you did there, but can you do it like this? And if you're only used to doing it one way with certain hand motions and in one way, then you're going to be really thrown when they say, do it like this. But if you do it 100 different ways with 100 different emotions, then you go, yeah, sure, I've done it that way. Or sure, I'm open to it. I know it so well, I could do it with my eyes closed. So you got to be flexible. Keep your auditions flexible. They're not paintings. An audition is not a painting that doesn't change. An audition is a live thing. A piece, a monologue, a song needs to be alive. That means it's changing. That means it evolves even on the day. And also, the biggest thing about nerves is this. I think there's actually 3 pieces to getting over nerves. One is you need to be on the other side of the table and realize what auditioning actually is for the casting director. Right, we've been through that. And then the other thing is, here's do this thought experiment. If you spent most of your day doing the piece, like if that's all you were doing throughout your day, like I'm getting in my car and now I'm doing my piece, and then I'm going to the grocery store and I'm doing my piece, and I'm on the toilet and I'm doing my piece, and I'm in the shower and I'm doing, so like if you spend 17 of your 18 waking hours doing your piece, then you are used to doing your piece. So doing your piece in the audition, it's part of your day. You're just doing it all the time. Now it gets weird when, hey, I only practice my piece an hour a day, and I'm not going to touch it on the day of audition, and then at 3 o'clock I'm going to do it. Then of course, because you're not normalized. The point is you should always be doing your piece leading up to the audition. So it's weirder that you're not doing your piece than it is that you're doing it. When I'm back in my audition days, like especially with monologues, songs were a little easier, but with monologues, I'm just constantly doing the monologue. Just constantly. The day of, I wake up doing the monologue and I don't stop until I walk out of that room. I'm like a crazy person in the hallway going through it. So when they walk in, I go, hey, you're already in the piece. It's almost like the casting directors are inconveniencing you by saying hi. You go, oh yeah, hi. Okay, I'm already in it. This is what I've been working on. I'm still working on. It's weirder not to be doing the piece than it is. It's like you can't treat your audition as this precious thing that you're only going to touch once in a while. If you're feeling like crap, you should be doing your piece. If you're feeling great, you should be doing your piece. And then the nerves go away, and then you're nervous when you're not doing your piece. Because you're always in it. Like really days leading up, weeks leading up, the day of. Because it's kind of like method acting a little bit. I guess you'd call it method, but that's what I do. Anyway, there's end of Uncle Jeff's rant.
Well, you can hire me at BroadwayPlus.com.
Yes. If you're constantly living your audition, which you should be the week, the days leading up, if that's all you're living, then it's nothing walking into another room and doing it because you're used to walking into rooms and doing it. And you go, oh, look at these guys. Okay. Oh, you want to watch this? Fine. I'm constantly working on this thing. And just keep the mindset that it's an evolving piece. You go, it's more like when you walk into audition, you go, hey, I've been working on this thing and workshopping it. Let's check it out where it is. This is kind of where it is right now. And then you do it. We mistakenly walk into audition and go, here's the finished painting. And you hand it to them and you go, no. That's not even what the director wants because they want to work with you. They want to see malleability. They want to see glimpses. Also, you also need to know yourself. You need to know how you perform best. Some people perform very well with a little bit of nerves. Like that gives them a little energy that they usually translate very well. Other people do terribly with nerves. I'm one of them. I'd prefer to be completely relaxed, heartbeat of 60 beats per minute. That's when I perform my best. Nerves get in my way. They're useless to me. But that's not true for everybody. But so then what that means is you gotta fight this idea that like you don't have to be nervous when you do an audition. You have to start using your imagination. Essentially, the idea that you don't have to be nervous when you audition. And you go, what would it be like if I was totally chill? Like, I was just like it felt like I was taking a shower or lying down to go to sleep. Like you start to entertain the idea, like, what would that feel like? And you go, oh, that would feel real good. And so you start to imagine. Also means you got to be auditioning more so you can have auditions where, like, when I was in New York, I'd go to auditions. I didn't give a crap about if I got. I just wanted to audition. And so I'd play with different ways of auditioning. I go, this one, I'm just going to, I'm really going to see if I can be totally relaxed. And if I forget all my lines, I don't care. Who cares? If I totally blow it, I don't care. So you got to get in the habit of doing more auditions, especially the ones you don't care about are great. So you can play with techniques and try things. And then you go, oh, it is possible to do an audition where I'm asleep, where I'm totally asleep. I fell asleep in that audition. That's incredible. It's possible. So you got to start using your imagination too. How do you actually want to feel in that audition? I'd like to feel like I'm about to go to sleep. It's preferable to me. Anyway, good luck. break a leg. Have fun. And I'm also weird with nerves. Are you more nervous at auditions or opening night? I'm not. I get depressed when shows open. I have this weird counter reaction where it's kind of like the relaxed thing. Or especially opening night, I get like this sense of dread. It's not that it's not going to go well. It's like I don't get hyped. I don't get excited. I get depressed. And then once the show starts, then I get into the show and everything's fine. But I get this weird sense of, because to me, a lot of the times, subconsciously, it means actually it's over now. Because, from opening night, generally there's 2 weeks left of the thing, maybe 4 if you're lucky, or 6 months if you got duped into a national tour. But, and especially when I've been writing shows, that means it's the very end of the process is opening night, really. I think it's part of it. I go, well, this is about to be over. Because I really enjoy rehearsals and stuff, so I think that's part of the reason I get depressed. But that's me. I think that's a very unique, possibly unique experience. I get more low energy on opening night. Also, no, yeah, and then I don't really get, at least recently with Starkid shows, I don't get upset when the show's over because I've already mourned the end of the show because I've been, by that time I've been with it for over a year, and basically the show's over for me the minute I turn in my work, and then I go, oh yeah, and then the rehearsal process, and I go, yeah, but it's been over for me for a while. But then I get for the actors, it's like their journey had just started, and so closing night is like the end of their journey. So I've already mourned the show by that point. I usually mourn it like on opening night. uh, anyway, that's Uncle Jeff on auditioning. What role would you want in any of the shows? What role would you want in any of the shows you've written? I mean, there's not one that I'm like, I like all the ones I did. Yep, I can't believe the show's over. We're opening in 2 weeks. That's 100% how I always feel. Because also, an opening night, that means like the next day you're not going to rehearsal. I think that's part of the depression. I go, oh, I'm just going to see everyone for a couple hours on the weekend or whatever it is. Rehearsal's over. Rehearsal's the best part. Rehearsal's always the best part. It also depends on which show. I can't say I was terribly upset after 6 months of Footloose that it was over. It depends on how much you like the show. If it gets you sad. And, yeah. You were nominated for biggest Jeff Blim fan on Twitter. What do you have to do? What are your qualifications? Do I have a song for Starkid show that was? Wait, sorry. This is cool. We're at a point where I actually have to tell chat slow down. Cool. Do I have a song for a Starkid show that you're particularly proud of? I'm proud of all of them. I mean, proud's not the wrong word. I guess I'm proud of all of them equally because I love them all. I think with Nerdy Prudes, I am proud how High School is Killing Me hits the target so well because it has to do many things. It has to open the show in the right tone. It has to set the world of the show. It has to tell you this is a horror comedy. It has to tell you people are going to die. It has to do so many things. So I'm proud that it hit that target. It's a very tiny target it has to hit. It has to do a lot of work in one song. It has to get you hyped. It's got to tell you this is a murder show. People die. It's also got to tell you it's funny. It's also got to tell it takes place in high school. It's also got to tell you how kids feel about high school. It's got to do a lot of things. So I'm proud of that, but can't say I'm more proud of one song over another. Though maybe I just did. What was your hardest quick change? I don't remember quick changes. Oh, no, I can't think of it. I don't remember. You also have an audition today for a musical? First of all, if you want to rewind the stream, I just gave 20 minutes of tips on auditioning. But give me the deets. Who, what, when, where, why with the audition? I'm here for all your audition needs. Everyone's got an audition today. Welcome to Uncle Jeff's audition hotline. What are you auditioning for today?
Hey, kid, what are you auditioning for today? Oh, yeah, Starlight Express. I remember back in '67 when I was in it. When I was in the staged reading. I'm auditioning for Ted from Bonnie and Clyde, the musical, at 7 p.m. And I'm auditioning with the song The Way I Do from Starship. It's not my first audition, but if I get the part, it'll be my first musical. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that sounds great. Anything you're struggling with? Or do you just got it in the bag? You know, it's a good way to go about it too. Hey, walk in the room and go, I got this. Yeah, we got a guy auditioning for Marius. All right, we got Joe from Wisconsin auditioning for Marius. What do you got for us, Joe? Oh, hi. I think I'm going to sing a 16-bar cut from a little-known musical called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That sounds great, Joe. Why not 32? Well, the casting director specified 16 bars. All right, let's go with the 16, Joe. Sounds great. Actually, I think Marius is the only part I'd want to play in. I'm too old for it now, maybe, but I just want to sing Empty Chairs. That's it. I want to come on, sing Empty Chairs, and then leave. Somebody else can play Marius for the rest of the show. Going to court for today for jury duty. See if I get picked. That's good. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain. Goes on and on. Empty chairs at empty tables. All my friends are dead. And gone. Oh, my friends. Don't ask me. What's that? You want me to stop? I can keep going. Oh, my friends. Don't ask me. All right. Ooh, good question. How do you stand out from anyone for a given role? Good question. Thank you, Bobbin the Pirate. Here's the thing. It's equally the easiest thing and the hardest thing to do. So the good news, it's the easiest thing to stand out from someone else. And there's also the bad news. The easiest thing is if you truly bring yourself to the role, you will stand out because there's no one like you. The bad news, this seems to be the hardest thing for anyone ever to do. And I get it. Because what we do, in auditions especially, is we try to be different than ourselves. We try to emulate our favorite performers. We are scared to be ourselves, so we come up with choreographed movements that turn us into robots. So we subconsciously in audition try to do anything but be ourselves, when that's exactly the opposite of what you want to do. So that goes back to how you practice your audition. Again, you need to practice being spontaneous with it. You need to, like, a question I would ask is, okay, great. Drop the character for a second. Whatever the character is, how would, if they were casting you as the role, we're changing the name of the character. The character is now you. Like the character is now Bobbin the Pirate.
we're fuck Marius. Marius is out. I'm rewriting this part for Bob and the Pirate. I want you. You go, cool. I want all your mannerisms that you use in real life. I want how you feel in real life. I want how you speak in real life. I want you. So you mean all I have to do is be myself? Yes. So please, just do you. That's how you should approach an audition. At least it's at like auditioning 101. We can graduate to 201. But if you can do that and just show I'm a living, breathing person, this is a living, breathing piece, this is living, breathing emotion, this is what it's like when I'm sad, this is what it's like when I'm happy. It's not an idea of what this character's like when they're happy. That is how you stand out. No one does it. No one ever does it because it's hard. I get it. Because it's hard and we've been trained poorly. Because we've been trained so poorly. Because no one knows how to train an actor. So really, and when they say it, so it's like, I know it's like an eye roll thing, like be yourself, but I pose it more as a question: is can you be yourself in that room? Like, can you say hi to the people, casting director, whoever, as yourself, and then not get weird when your piece starts and like go into robot mode? Can you continue that? Hey, I'm going to do this piece. And then you proceed to do the piece as if you were being cast as you in a show. This is what it's like when I'm sad and I'm singing the song. This is how I am. This is what it's like when I'm super excited and nervous or whatever the piece is. Because you are the closest thing to... because all a writer, director, anyone putting anything on wants to see is the piece being brought to life. And the only people who can do that are humans. But actors stop being human for reasons when they get in the audition room. And this is our biggest failing. So if you can just show that you're a human and you have quirks and whatever your humanity, you win. So it's equally part the easiest thing in the world and equal parts the hardest thing in the world. But you have a choice as to make it the easiest thing in the world. It can be. You got to start using your imagination. It can be the easiest thing in the world. We choose to make it hard. That's more philosophical. Because nobody wants to see somebody do an impression of another actor doing that piece. If they, at least a good casting director or director. I'm not auditioning. I need to direct a play at my university, and it's my first time doing that for real. Any tips on how to prepare the actors, help them through the process? Well, yeah, I mean, first of all, just if I imagine you have a vision for the show. That's your number one job, is to have a vision for the show, is to have an idea of how you want the show to go. And then, so you start there, and then, your actors may fall anywhere from being close to that vision or way off, and it's your job to get them closer to that vision. That's the simple. Now, how do you do that? That's person by person. That is, some people, you need just a few pointers, like, hey, can we try that a little more upbeat? Some people need you to get a little deeper, like, the motive here. your motive in this scene, the action in this scene. It depends. You have to do it. You have to cater to each individual person to get them closer to that vision. And yeah, so but that's the learning process. That's just kind of dive in, and there's no reason, and I would advise not getting upset, because in the end it really isn't that big a deal, and people generally don't respond to an upset director. So if you keep it a fun environment, have a vision, keep it a fun environment, and keep trying to encourage your actors towards that vision, you should be good, and you'll learn a lot. If it's your first time directing, you're going to make mistakes, which is great, and you're going to learn from them. You have to do it. So have fun making those mistakes. It's great. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. That's what university's for. Have fun and make mistakes. There you go. I've not seen the Kermit on TikTok. I do want to direct something. Yeah, directing is fun. My sister wants to know how writing your own scripts and then acting in them translates. Are you protective of the writing? I'm not sure what that means. How writing your own scripts and then acting in them. I guess I don't fully understand the question. Oh yeah, there's that audition of Native Son. I think from what I remember for that audition, again, it was no big thing walking into that audition room because I was already in the middle of doing the piece. The audition moderator just kind of interrupted me. So it's not like I'd put down the piece for 6 hours, had breakfast, went for a jog, forgot about it, and then, oh shit, I have an audition. No, I woke up doing the audition. Now it's coming back to me. I was doing the audition all day. I was living the audition. I was living the circumstances. So I guess method. To me, that's how you do it. So it's weirder to put down the audition for a second to have lunch than it is to pick it up. There's also I have a technique about learning lines. We learn lines incorrectly. Everybody learns lines incorrectly. But I'll save that for if you want to for BroadwayPlus.com plug or another stream. But there's a way to properly learn lines that we do not use, and it gets us all into a lot of trouble. Because I guess one of the bigger things that gets in an actor's way is fear of forgetting lines. And the only thing that prevents you from acting is fear of forgetting lines. This is why it's like you have to free yourself from the lines. So if you're worried, here's a checks and balances thing you can do. If you're thinking or worried about forgetting lines, you're already out. You're out of character. Because the character doesn't give a shit. The character's not thinking that way. So if you're worried about that, then you're not in the right headspace. You're not doing the character any service. So there are ways to better learn lines and quickly, so you don't ever think about it. Because that is the death. That kills acting. A lot of times we do like choreographed hand movements and stuff as a method of remembering lines. Like sometimes when I was teaching and still am, I guess. Yeah, still am. Or just starting again. I'll have actors like, okay, now do that again. Just keep your arms locked behind your back, and then they'll forget their lines. And I go, right, because you've memorized the hand motion. And so, but it's a dead thing. This is not alive. It's not free. So it kind of shows you whether or not you actually know your. There's a difference between memorizing lines and knowing your lines, or remembering lines and knowing your lines. Huge difference. Huge difference. Oh, I've forgotten plenty of lines. Uh, let's see. Here, let me go back to this question. Like, do you feel overprotectiveness as a writer when you were not director or actor? Oh, you mean like if you're a writer and then you hand it off to people? Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that sucks. It just sucks because at some point it's no longer yours. But I don't think that's ever. I mean, I guess I hand over my music and then people do it, but they did really good job of Nerdy Prudes, and not much was lost in translation. But so I really haven't had the experience of writing something and then having no say in it. But I can imagine that absolutely sucking. I think that's it. That would just suck. So I guess overprotective. I think every writer is just protective. But sometimes there are jobs where, yeah, you have to just get over it. So it just sucks. Sometimes being a writer and nothing else just sucks. Anyway, where were we? I had another thought. Oh, somebody asked, have I ever forgotten lines? Yes. I also remember the first time I knew that I discovered that it was possible to forget lines. Because, I've been performing since elementary school, middle school. It was all so easy to me just to be a performer. And then in high school, I was Bert Healy in Annie. He's the radio guy, and he's got like one scene. Bert Healy, the radio guy. And it was the first time I went up, and totally forgot my line. And I'd never experienced it before. And I don't remember what I did. I think I made up shit. It was the simplest scene too. It's so short. I think I just made up shit. But, in high school there's only like 4 performances. Each night I forgot it in the same place. And I go, "Oh no, this can be a habit." So it was the first time I'd ever gotten stage fright. Because I realized that it was possible to forget lines and screw up. It was a discovery. And then for real, it's always been there. It's never left me, that experience, that horror, the trauma of stage. That was the first stage fright I ever got, and it stays with you. But you know how to but like I know enough techniques now how to manage it. Also, the idea of forgetting lines on stage doesn't frighten me. It's not a scary thing, having done it so many times, because there's so many checks and balances in place. You have other actors who know what needs to happen. If you know the show, you know what needs to happen, like story-wise, so you can, in the worst scenario, make something up to keep the story going forward. Also, improv's kind of fun. So the fear of forgetting lines is no longer with me. It's just not a big deal. I mean, it is with me, but it's just not a big deal. So you got to get to the point where you realize it's not a big deal. It happens. I mean, it's part of doing this, part of live theater. Here's the thing. If you want a life as an actor, if you want to be in many shows, you're gonna forget lines. So just accept that's part of the life you want. No actor, unless they haven't done many shows, doesn't forget lines. So think of it as a, what do you call it? Badge of honor. You need to forget some lines to go through the trauma and then realize, oh, it actually doesn't matter. It's fine. The show went on. And most people didn't know. Unless you've fallen, like falling into a pit, that's different than forgetting lines. That I'd actively avoid. Yeah, I also like the time in Trail to Oregon when Joey forgot the lines to Independence. And I think I forget. I'm not quite recalling his story correctly, but he went da 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 da. And guess what? Everyone loved it. Why? Because everyone in the audience. See, that's a time everyone knew he forgot the lines, but no one cared, and actually, everyone had a great time because Joey was having a good time. He didn't care very much, and so it became charming. So you can always turn it around. It's about how you feel about it, really. And it just didn't matter very much because we were all having a great time. It didn't matter what he said there. Or oh no, it was the ho 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 ho. Right, that's what he did. Ox like me. And they go, yeah, it was fine. It was a memorable show. It made for a memorable show. It was better that he forgot those lines for that show. Yes. And also take solace in the fact that generally, even if the audience is aware of a line drop, suddenly the show is alive. We're all experiencing a human moment. And you go, and that awakens the audience. Ears perk up. The show is suddenly alive, and they go, oh man, what's going to happen now? How's the actor going to deal with this? And as long as you don't run off stage or step out of the character and go, oh, okay, here's a story. My friend when I was living in New York was in a production of Camelot at a summer stock theater. And one of the, and I believe how Camelot opens is Arthur's in a tree. Merlin walks out, and he's supposed to say, Arthur, come down from that tree, right? And instead, this actor walks out. He goes, at the top of the show, he goes, Arthur. And first of all, there's a tree. There's a set. There's a tree. Arthur's up in it. It looks like a tree. The actor comes out and goes, Arthur, come down from that rock. Oh, I mean tree. And while it's certainly funny, that was not the way to play it. Because he came out of character, realized the horror of forgetting his line and calling a tree a rock. It's funny in the retelling, but it's horrifying in reality. If he just stayed in character and done something with it, and maybe let Arthur say, "Don't you mean tree?" And he goes, "Oh, yes, of course. But sometimes trees, there's ways to play it. You could do anything except go, damn it, I forgot my line." As long as you don't come out of character and tell the audience that you forgot your line or run off stage, you're good. I mean tree. Ah! He could have been like, Arthur, I actually cast a spell. You're actually in a rock. Merlin, it's still a tree. Damn it, where's my spell book? There's 100 ways you could do it. Or he could have just gone, don't you mean tree? And he could have gone, ho, 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 get down from that tree. He could have done anything. Here, I'll drop my old Broadway Plus account in the Twitch chat here. Uncle Jeff's Broadway Plus account. Broadway Plus Jeff Blim. If you want a book called Uncle Jeff for his teachings and wisdom and his for his teaching and wisdom. And also, if any, oh no, it did finally change. Again, I don't know how to I'll pin it. Unable to pin. Really? I still don't know why my titles for my streams aren't updating. They randomly update. I don't know how to control it. Great. Fun. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, that was a very good. That was a fun video essay. I was very surprised at some of the footage. The footage he pulled. The footage he pulled. I was very surprised at some of the footage he pulled. I was like, wow, I haven't seen those clips in years. Did he hack my phone? Maybe he hacked my phone.
Uncle Jeff's audition hour. Who else is auditioning today? We're talking about the horrors of auditioning. We got Cecily from Alaska. Hey, Cecily, what are you auditioning for today?
Actually, I'm going in for Little Women. I'm going to do a monologue, a Shakespearean monologue, actually.
Whoa. Are you sure about that? Are you sure they don't want modern contemporary?
No, actually, they asked for something classical.
Okay. Well, good start. Cecily, you there?
How is John as a student? John drives me crazy as a student. He drives me absolutely bonkers. There's your answer.
Are you sure they don't want classical contemporary?
I don't think something can be classical and contemporary, Uncle Jeff.
Whoa, he got me there. Good catch. I was testing you. I was testing you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Well, I wasn't, Cecile, am I saying that correctly? Cecile? I wasn't directly referring to you. Your name inspired the character from Alaska. So your name inspired. I'm hoping I got it right that time, though. Cecile? Cecily Cardew is from The Importance of Being Earnest. Yes, and how about Cecily from Cardew? Cecily from Cardew. Do you have any good tips for cold reads? Sure. Let me think. Well, how cold is the read? Like, step out of the room and come back, or like, see, cold reads generally aren't a thing. I mean, generally, it's pretty rare to have a cold read. Like, hey, here's a thing you've never seen before. Can you come back in a couple minutes and read it? So that's pretty rare. What's the circumstance for that? Well, that's silly. I gotta say, I'm criticizing your casting director here. What a silly thing. There will be a cold read. Just give your actors the scripts ahead of time. There's no point in that. You don't want your actors prepared? I don't get it. That seems silly to me. In that event, relax, because it's a silly thing. They're asking you to do a very silly thing. Because a cold read, okay, what I would do, I guess, it's so, I'm already frustrated for you. It's such a stupid thing. Because there's not a lot you can do. Because you don't know the lines. I don't know. A cold read is such a rare thing that I can't say I have any tips for it other than, you go out in the hallway, highlight your lines. I would, get a just get a basic idea of of the emotion and what you're trying to do in the scene. And then I'd be fine paraphrasing. I'd be okay because they don't want to see you buried in your script just reading it. So I'd be perfectly okay butchering the lines. That's how I would go. I'd go in and go, I'm going to butcher. I wouldn't tell them, but in my mind, I go, I'm fine butchering these lines because I'd rather act than be buried in this piece of paper. So highlight my lines, get a general idea of the emotion, what needs to happen, and then glance down, paraphrase, so I can actually listen. So I can actually listen and respond. So be fine, be okay butchering the lines, but communicating the ideas and the emotion. And then I would yell at the casting director, go, what have you made me do? What is this? Walk in the room and say, what is this? What is this? Be very difficult to work with. I want to get back in musical theater, but I don't even know where to start. Help. Well, you start by singing every day. Seriously, that's where you start. If you're not singing every day, then start by singing every day. That's the answer. And not just like 15 minutes. Work yourself up so you're singing. So in college, I lived with Michael Fabiano. And Michael Fabiano is currently one of the 3 most in demand operatic tenors in the world. Like, he's one of the greats. And he was singing at 2 a.m. and the house was shaking. He was always singing. It's what he does. There wasn't a time he wasn't singing. When he wasn't singing, it was weird. So, again, it's like, if you want to be a singer, you need to live as a singer. And singers are always singing. Not just, again, 15 minutes a day or an hour a day. They're always singing. They're annoying. You have to prepare. You have to be okay living an annoying life, or live by yourself, or live with people that are okay with this. So you got to start singing. And singing work your way up. Don't just dive in doing it, but you got to be singing all the time. So it's weirder when you're not singing than when you are. Also, taking care of your voice and listening to it when it needs rest and stuff. But generally, it's like singers are professional athletes. It's like I'm big into sports and like, take a basketball player. They're always playing basketball. Always. That's how they're good at it. They're like never not playing basketball. So same thing with singing. You want to be a singer, you need to always be singing. Not just a little bit, like always. And then also the thing with actors, actors think they're exempt from this. Acting is the one profession where people are like, I take a class a week and I want to be a professional actor. And I go, and it breaks my brain. So you're telling me acting is the one skill in the world that you don't need to be constantly getting better at? I'd be treating acting the same way, like a singer. If you want to be a professional actor, you should always be acting. Whether that's creating characters on TikTok, whether that's in a class, whether that's in your shower doing a monologue, whether it's like you should be living it. You should be living it. So, that's how you get back into it, by living it. Yep. Seriously, if you want to be a singer, the first step is to be annoying. Live an annoying life. It's kind of true. But that's how Michael became one of the great operatic tenors in the world. He was really annoying and very talented. Why did I rewrite the Tickle Me Wiggly theme? Because the first theme, it was kind of boring. And it needed to be an opening number to a show. And it was just kind of... And I was like, it's a cute jingle, but it's not an opening number for a show. It's not an opening number for a cool show or a fun show. It was low energy.
He's a wiggly snake and a sniggly wig and a
Will we see more of General John McNamara in the future? I do not know. He's currently an eagle. He may enjoy living the rest of his days out as an eagle. That sounds pretty sick to me. I don't know if I'd ever want to come back. He's currently an eagle, so leave him alone, maybe? He's living his best life as an eagle. Do I prefer composing or acting? They're very different things. I prefer them both is the answer. They're different. They scratch different itches. Writing is a different satisfaction than acting. I may even said that in that video essay. But like, to be on stage and to give a performance, you get a very selfish satisfaction, which is fine. It's like everybody should have some selfish satisfaction in their life. Where like, I did it. Whereas writing is much more of like the satisfaction I imagine of having a child, where you go, I'm so proud of you, go out into the world, and now other people get to experience you and play with you and influence you, and you influence them. And it's more of a selfless satisfaction. But, everybody needs a little bit of everything in their life. But they're very different. They're very different. So in some ways, writing is more satisfying. I don't know what the best song I've ever written is. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. I've said this before, but for the longest time, Lost Without You was my favorite song because it was the first time I had a target that needed to accomplish a couple of things. It needed to be an up-tempo ballad, and I thought I hit the target, and it was how I wanted it to come out. And I would go, I can do this. That's exactly what I wanted to do, and I did it. So that was my favorite, and I still like that song a lot. So for a long time, that was my favorite. But I don't know what's my best song. I couldn't tell you. That's for other people to decide. Sure. Do I have any advice for when you're stuck in a creative rut? Yes. Writer's block is easy. It just means you're in a bad mood. If we break it down. So you got to stop. Essentially, you need to procrastinate. Get in a better mood. Whatever you like to do. Play video games. Go for a run. Go outside. Read a book. Whatever puts you in a better mood. Hang out with your friends. Forget about the thing you're doing. Writer's block just means you're in a bad mood. So get yourself in a better mood. Could take weeks. Could take a day. Could take a few hours. And then once you're in a better mood, then do your thing. People think writer's block, you need to stay in writer's block until it cracks open. It'll never crack open until you get in a better mood. So just expedite the process and get in a better mood. Go see a movie. Now, I wouldn't recommend that anymore. Movies aren't good. But, that's the whole point. Just get in a better mood and then try again. And then once you get in a sour mood, stop. Go have fun. Come back, do it again. That way, it's self fulfilling because now you're getting in the habit of feeling good when you do your art, which means you're going to do it more, which means you're going to get better at it. It's like I don't write when I'm in a bad mood, unless it's like it's a song that I need to be in a bad mood for, unless it's like this is a bad mood song. But in general, I just don't. If I don't, like, there's wisdom in procrastination. If I don't feel like touching the keyboard, I'm not going to touch the keyboard unless, I have to and there's deadlines and whatever. But when just free creative process, I only touch the keyboard when I'm in a good mood. And so that's why I spend a lot of time at the keyboard, because like cart before the horse, I'm in a good mood when I touch it. Jeff, what can you say about John? Members who thought I was too mean to John. John and I like to tease each other. I think that's pretty well documented. I think also we get in the habit of people generally find it entertaining, so that feeds it. But it's kind of our shtick sometimes, and if it actually bothered him, I would stop. But it's a there's shtick in it. Yes, it's. I mean, our fighting is played up for laughs. But again, if it were ever actually right, if it were ever malicious, I would not do it. If he felt that way, drop it immediately. But I think we both have fun with it. I always struggle to start things in general, but I'm fine once I get into the flow of things. How do you go about starting something that feels like an overwhelming task? Yeah, I don't fight that. I just don't fight it. If you struggle to start things, I guess my point is, I imagine there's things, so like, this is tricky. Okay, so like a lot of people be like, I always wanted to be a writer. And you go, well, do you write? And they go, no, but I always wanted to. And I go, okay, slow down. How do you know you've always wanted to be a writer if you've never written? My point is, the only way you're going to get far in your discipline is if you enjoy it. That's the only way, really. Because that means you're going to spend a lot of time doing it because you enjoy it. So if you've never enjoyed this thing you want to do, then I would start by saying, okay, but what are the things I actually do and already enjoy doing and spend a lot of time? Now, some of them are counterproductive, like, playing video games, unless you want to be a pro video gamer. But like, okay, I spend a lot of time playing video games and I enjoy it. Now, is this going to be my career? Okay, let's say no. Okay, great. So let's put that aside. I really happen to enjoy drawing and doing art. I spend a lot of time doing it. I go, okay, well, just keep doing that. There's no reason to stop doing that. So it's like, don't fight what you currently enjoy. I guess it's hard. I don't fully understand I understand it. That's not the word I'm looking for. I understand it, but I contend I'd red flag the idea of anyone wanting to do something that they've never enjoyed before. If you never enjoyed the thing you want to do before, then I'd ask the question, Why do it? Why pursue it? Why do you want to do it? Again, the idea of like follow your bliss, it's true in many ways. Look to the things you currently enjoy doing and are spending a lot of time doing and going, is this productive to society, to myself? Is there a career potentially in this thing? Great. I'll just keep doing more of that because I enjoy doing it. One thing I am good at is saying no in my life. Like, John's always like, John's really into voiceover stuff. I couldn't care less. I just don't care. So I don't put any energy into it. And I'm fine with not ever being a voice actor because I don't enjoy that process. John likes the process of putting together reels, and he enjoys that. That's great. But I'm not here going, God, I wish I was a voice actor, because I'm comfortable not enjoying that process. So it's more like, if the question is, how do I become a writer? I have a hard time getting started. Well, the question is, do you actually enjoy the process of writing, or have you ever? Have you ever enjoyed the process of writing? If the answer is no, then my advice would be to look to some place in your life that you actually do enjoy that thing, because that's your ticket. It's like, who loves writing? Because they're doing it all the time? Matt and Nick Lang. They love writing. They love the process of it. They love storytelling. They love it. And so that's why they do it. It's like this, again, it's this feeding loop. They love it, so they're doing it, so they have success because they're loving it and they're doing it, and spending a lot of time because they love it and they enjoy it and they're doing it. Because they're already doing it. Look to the things you're already doing in your life that you enjoy. Or the things that you want to try out, and then try them out and go, I enjoy this, or I hated it. Put it down. Improv's another one. I don't enjoy the process of the improv troupe thing. I took a few improv classes. Didn't like it. Don't like it. While it'll be cool to be a great improviser, I just don't enjoy it. So I'm not going down that road. Again, yeah, but the idea of wanting to put in the work. This is not the way to look at it. When I'm writing songs, I'm not thinking of putting in work. I like writing songs. I've always liked writing songs. So it's not work. It's not work. It's playtime. So look at the areas of your life where it's playtime. And then you ask the question, is there a few, because even video games have career paths now. So really, just look to the play times in your life, whatever that is, and you go, oh, okay, maybe this is closer to my calling because I'm already playing here, and I like to play. You're only going to get better if it's playtime. You're only going to get good at a thing if there's playtime in it. I also like writing. I like writing scripts. I've always had. So the process of writing scripts is fun for me. The actual process. So it's the idea of getting started. It's not hard because I enjoy. What's the idea? Okay, cool. And then what? Okay, cool. If you don't enjoy the process, fine. It's not for everybody. I can see how it sucks. But look to the parts of your life where you enjoy the process of the thing you're doing. Could be cooking. John is into cooking right now. I'm not. I don't care. I don't care. Just give me the food. Just give me the food. That took you 45 minutes? Whoa. Not how I want to spend my 45 minutes. If you truly enjoy it, it never feels like work. And then also, if you truly enjoy it, you're gonna get good at it. And when you get good at something is when things open up for you. So the answer always is follow your bliss. It always is. Because that's the thing you're going to get good at. Again, with our education system, the way we're educated, a lot of times, also how I was educated, was with a stern fist. Do this. Do that. Right. So then you start associating progress with pain. Especially in this country, we associate progress with pain. I earned that. It hurt to do this thing. This, to earn that grade was super painful, but I got an A+, and so now my pain is being rewarded. And this is so backwards. This is so backwards. We need to unlearn that idea if you want to get good at something. Get good at something. Right, but my point is, of course, follow your bliss, but you still need to pay your taxes. Sure, but my point is, you're going to increase your odds of paying your taxes with the thing you enjoy by enjoying that thing. The more time you spend enjoying that thing, the greater odds you have of that thing actually paying your taxes. Especially in today's world. Like, name a thing that doesn't, at its highest level, make money. I can't. Yeah, a lot of Starkid fans are artists, and I could tell they spend a lot of time making art, and they get better, and the art gets better, and I could tell a lot of joy and a lot of time is being put in. And it's not because, and they're only getting good at it because they're enjoying the time they're doing it. And the longer they spend doing it, the better they get, and also it has the nice side effect if there's more joy in your life. Like, I had a therapist once that was like, where do you feel most at peace? And I'd be like, at my keyboard. And she goes, I think you should spend more time at your keyboard. And I go, you're right. It's like, that's the thing. It's like, and then it gets into psychological stuff about whether or not you feel like you deserve to enjoy your life. And you got to unwrap that. But the answer is yes, you do deserve to enjoy your life. So if you enjoy drawing, just spend all day drawing. Seriously. And I imagine people will start to help you pay your taxes with it. And if not, then you do, it's like you do your job that pays the taxes, but then you spend the rest of the time enjoying your life by drawing. It's like the other thing that gets confusing, and it certainly got confusing in my life, is the idea that, like, your art has to pay your taxes. That's in many ways the dream, right? Is that the art pays the taxes, but you can't infect your art. It can't infect your art. You need to divorce those ideas, and then maybe they happily align at some point in your life, maybe, but if you put the pressure of your art needing to make you money, you've now killed a joy in your life. And that has many negative consequences. It decreases the odds of that it'll ever actually pay your taxes. It decreases the joy in your life, and it decreases the quality of your work in general. So you got to keep those ideas separate. And then maybe if you keep the joy big enough in your life and the time doing the thing you enjoy, maybe at some point it pays your taxes. But you have to keep them separate. That's why day jobs kind of are a good thing, because it keeps them separate. Because you go, I'm not thinking about money when I'm drawing, or I'm not thinking about money when I write music. Now, this is not advice to drop out of your STEM class, because STEM may be a great way to pay your taxes. But for some people, I think STEM actually brings them joy. Like, I know engineers who love coding. They like people love drawing and making music. They love to code. And I have like I enjoy math. That's why I play spreadsheet baseball. Like here, let's check this out. There are people who enjoy numbers. Like this is what I got going for let me see. Okay. Let's make sure I don't have tax documents open. No, we were talking about taxes. Yes, okay. Yeah, these are all spreadsheet baseball stuff. Like I run statistics for my spreadsheet baseball teams, and I love it. I come up with my own formulas. This is these are players on my team, and I'm seeing how they're performing in certain leverage situations. So I got different, and I got pages of these. I got hundreds of documents. How they do against lefties, and so it's like I love statistics. I liked calculus when I was in school. Math makes sense to me. I find it comforting. Or did that go away? Anyway. But maybe so STEM may be for you or not. But the advice is not to quit it, because again, part of the advice is day jobs are a good thing, and because it keeps money out of your art, whatever that is. Even if your art is life, even if life is your art, it keeps money out of it, so you can live artfully. So don't get me screwed up here. Day jobs are a great thing. Appreciate that you have a thing that can free up your art, that can keep your art what's the word, untainted, keep your art pure. Because once money and art get involved, it gets weird. It's like, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. Everyone dreams that art pays their taxes. Again, be careful what you wish for. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it gets messy. Because then you start making less than artful decisions. And then now there's no longer joy in that thing that once brought you so much joy. It's also why majoring in your art at a higher education, collegiate level, is also tricky and dangerous. There's a reason I don't play trumpet anymore. Part of it has to do with higher education. I didn't go to school for songwriting, and if I did, I probably wouldn't be a songwriter. You got to protect. The point is, you got to protect your art. You have to keep it sacred. It has to remain fun. The minute, like, okay, so even if you're studying music at the collegiate level, you still have options of what classes to take. You know which classes are inspiring, that you're drawn to, and which ones are killing the muse in you. Drop those classes if you can, or skip them. Just be aware and protect yourself. You have to protect the muse within you. So beware of the teachers that feed that muse, that are good for it. Beware of the teachers that want to kill it. I'm thinking of one jazz teacher I had, jazz music professor I had in school, that was like, you have to listen to this music. These are the songs, these are the artists you have to listen to. And it's depressing, because now it's just a depressing idea. But I want to listen to this stuff. And you go, no, that's wrong. That's not jazz. And you go, this is so wrong. Thankfully, I ignored that teacher. I didn't consciously, but I definitely ignored that teacher. So have the confidence to ignore certain teachers. Even myself, if I'm not vibing with you. If none of this vibes with you, ignore me. Again, everybody who's got day jobs, appreciate them. Appreciate them because they keep things tidy. I mean, ideally you want to enjoy both your day job and your art. Ideally, right? But my point is, at least appreciate the thing that's keeping your art uncontaminated. Uncontaminated? Pure. That's saving your art from corporate corruption or capital corruption or whatever. Uncontaminated? Is that a word? John, let me pull up John. I'm thinking about him. You guys got me worried that I've upset him. Let me find out if I've upset him. You're on stream.
What?
You're on stream.
Lindsay and I loved your advice.
Oh.
I just popped in.
10 out of 10
10
recommend.
out of 10.
Would recommend.
I popped in for a second.
Okay.
I was like, oh, is Jeff still alive? And I was like, oh, he is. And then I loved your advice. It's great advice.
Great. People have said that I was too mean to you on stream, and now I'm worried about it. Am I? Okay.
No, that's our personality.
It's a.
I think what people need to understand.
It's a rapport, yeah.
It's a.
that
Yeah.
When you have deep love in your friendships, you can have.
Yes.
You can have these moments where you're poking each other.
Yes.
And you're
Watch the show Friends. No, I'm serious. Because like we were talking to Nick and Amy the other night, and they were they fucking love Friends.
Yeah, Amy loves Friends.
Friends is
And
great.
We were and Lindsay's never seen it.
seen it.
So we made
Sorry,
pancakes.
everybody.
We made pancakes this morning. We were watching it, and fair warning. There's some problematic stuff that doesn't hold up after the 30 years
Yeah,
in the 90s.
that makes sense.
But they're mean to each other all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, not mean, but they poke fun at each other.
They poke fun at each other, and I think that's something that you can do when you have.
But that is, you
a
also don't
really
see that in
deep,
shows.
Loving friendship.
Yeah.
Is that you know that that in that friendship you care about each other, and you know that.
How long have we been friends, Jeff?
Can I
30 years.
We've been friends. Sorry, Lindsay.
Yeah, did you say for 30? We've been friends 30 years. That's a long time. But no, just to finish my point is when you have a strong friendship that you know the other person cares about you and has your best interests at heart, then you can poke fun at each other, and you can also point out things about that person where they might need to grow, or they might need to, let loose a little bit or calm down. I mean, John does that to me too. Like, John will be really sweet, but he'll also be like, Lindsay, you can let go of the fact that I put the dirty cup on.
I put the dirty cup on the wrong side of the sink.
And that's a real thing. I mean, exactly, and it's funny.
Wait, what side of the sink does the dirty cup belong?
Dirty dishes go on the left side of the sink. Clean dishes go on the right
Question:
side of the sink.
is that because you're in danger of drinking from the dirty cup?
No. Because that's where the things go.
Okay, so we have a sink where it's like two basins, right? And so on the right basin, we have a wire dish rack that sits over the sink so that the cups and dishes will sit on top and dry. Well, when I'm putting dishes away, if I'm putting dishes away from the clean rack, but if he puts a dirty cup on the clean rack, I might not see that it's a dirty cup, and then I might put the dirty cup in the cupboard, and then how embarrassing for him or heaven forbid, a guest like you come over, and then I go to pour coffee in a dirty cup. It's just a mess.
The point is that everybody needs to get on Twitter, Instagram right now. Let and tell the world that Lindsay won't let me put the dishes on the right side.
Dirty dishes on the clean dish rack? No, I think it's a normal thing.
It's because we were in a hurry after I'd cleaned the whole fucking kitchen.
And he did a great job.
And those are hand wash cups from Italy.
Look, I'm not saying you did a bad job. I'm just saying I loved the kitchen.
I didn't point out how they were in the dishwasher and they were hand washed cups.
I'm sorry. Wow. But this is when you know somebody loves you and has your best interest at heart. They can say little snippy things like that because one, it's usually true, and two, it's also like in like sweet chiding fun.
Anyway, point is, don't worry about it.
Okay, good. I mean, I also made the point that I think it's on the surface it's a good bit.
What's the bit?
Well, that we chide each other, that we ride each other.
Oh, yeah. And it makes it more interesting to watch. People will go watch it.
Right. So my point is, there's also generally I think it's entertaining, but again, it's one of these things. If people don't find it entertaining, happy to stop.
No.
I think you and John's friendship is very sweet. It's a very sweet, funny friendship to be around.
I don't want to go back to when I first met you, when you kept complimenting my arms.
Dude, you had huge.
Got off a cruise ship? What's your workout regimen?
Dude, you had huge arms. You did.
I did.
Wait, but you also are you still on creatine?
No.
No, that was part of it.
Stop that stuff.
Yeah.
It dehydrates you and it just balloons you out. I don't do that anymore.
Those creatine arms.
Those creatine arms. It just dries you out. You have to drink twice the amount of water you usually drink. It does make you lift more temporarily, but it's I try to go all natural these days.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Well, very good for you.
Okay, wait. I have a question, Jeff.
Yes.
Okay, so Nick and Amy, while we were talking about Friends, I had a theory. Now it's just a theory. It doesn't mean I.
Oh yeah, this is a good question.
This is my theory. My theory is. Well, I'll tell you afterwards. You've seen Friends, right?
Yes. Oh yes.
Okay, so of the Friends characters, I'll just tell you the theory. Fuck it. So my theory is that of the Friends characters, and you know how everyone casts each other as friends.
Oh, okay.
So the character that people think you are most like tends to be the character that you find the least funny.
The person you dislike is the character that you're the most like.
So
okay, that's interesting.
So, like, an example, I'll ask you, and granted, I mean, it's all opinion, so it changes.
This is good.
But I'll ask you, what character do you think, if you were to cast John in the Friends universe, what character do you think John is?
Yeah, that's my gut is there isn't. I'd say Phoebe.
That's a compliment.
That's great.
It's like you're not. My point is, you're not Ross. You're not Chandler. You're not Joey.
That's really interesting.
Nick thought I was Ross.
No, you're not. You're not a Ross. You're not a sad sack.
Actually, as I'm watching it, I understand why they say he's a Ross, because Ross is really sweet. He's very gentlemanly. Ross has a great relationship with his mother.
Yes, but he's also mopey and sad.
Well, he's mopey and sad for a very specific reason. His wife left him.
There's always a reason. There's always a reason Ross is mopey and sad, but that's not John.
That's okay. That's very fair. Anyway, but what I was trying to say is, I do see why they said it. Anyway, when they said that they thought John was Ross, John was like, "Oh, I think he's the least funny." And I was like, "See, that's really interesting." Now Amy is. We've all said it. I mean, the world can know it on your stream, but Amy is most like Monica. And Amy is like, yeah, that's just so funny because I don't think Monica's that funny. And I'm like, Monica's very funny.
Yeah.
And so it's just like this really interesting thing. So, well, John, you've seen Friends. So what friend do you think
Jeff is most like? Probably Chandler.
Yeah, and I like Chandler. Chandler's my favorite.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so my theory was just proven wrong. But but maybe it's, I don't know. You really think Jeff is Chandler?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I most like Chandler. Definitely
Yeah.
in his worldview, for sure.
I think
So funny.
Chandler is cynical. He's the funniest. He's very dry. He's very sarcastic. That's Jeff.
He is very.
He's also
He's also the best looking.
and the worst with women.
You're so funny. Oh, did you just say the worst with women?
Although they're all kind of bad with women in different ways. Like Ross is always alone. Chandler can't. Like the first interaction with Chandler is he can't.
Chandler gets really in his head and he gets really nervous.
Yes. Yeah.
He gets exceptionally nervous.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, and he does. So he stops. Like when he's with his friends, he's like charming and easygoing and funny. And then he gets in front of a girl he likes, and he's like, Chandler,
yeah.
that's my name. It's very funny. Yeah.
It's also if you want to look at what people dressed like in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
It's like a slice of pie of every 90s fashion, and
100%. 100%.
Another idea I had for your stream is you ask a lot of questions of your chat, which is good, and I might try to end up doing this as well. But I think you should try to find a plugin for whatever OBS software you use that allows you to put up a poll that people can see, but have it be on your screen so that if people are voting on the poll but they're watching on YouTube, they could still, instead of Twitch, they can still
well, I'm not
see the results.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I haven't asked a poll in a while though. I'm not sure what we're polling. What are we polling?
I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
That sounded like you said, I don't know anything.
Oh, I don't know anything. So anyway, that's another idea.
Maybe you can pull. Maybe you can pull. What were you talking
Should
about?
we bring back clothes from the 90s? Yes or no?
No, burn them. No, they're the worst. That was by far the worst.
Shoulder
Oh,
pads,
100%.
tiny
Okay,
ties,
okay, wait.
Oh.
Not close. Should we bring back hairstyles from the 90s?
Big
I
hair.
would say yes.
Bowl cuts? No.
middle
I'm
part.
looking at bowl cuts. I'm looking at beautiful
No.
hair.
Oh, kill it. Kill it all.
Big hair.
All of the
Big-
guys'
No,
hair.
listen.
Gray.
90s was the best decade for entertainment, the worst for fashion. The worst.
I'm not talking about. Well, actually, I will say that this TV show is very cute outfits, but I actually think the hair is beautiful. It's like
No.
So, there's so much volume. Even the men's hair is so.
Oh,
much
it's so
volume.
gross. The like the faux hawk, the faux hawks and the frosted tips, kill it.
No, that's not. No, that's like. That's like. Hold on. That to me is
No.
like young fashion. That's like young.
No, but
pop
Chandler,
fashion.
Chandler's hair is not like, I love Chandler, but his like spiky gelled, whatever that is.
That's not what I'm watching.
Well,
first
it
season.
depends on the
First season,
episode.
It's got this like really beautiful like.
Kind of looks like your hair, actually.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's how to it's got
Wavy, long in the
body.
front and back.
yeah, but not too long. It's like it's kind of like a nice medium.
You should pull it up on YouTube. This is a good reaction.
I don't know what the best decade for fashion is, but I know 90s is the worst. That's all I can tell you.
But I think for hair though, and if you like look back at Clueless, like
Ross's
their
hair is not great,
in
though.
Clueless was beautiful. Oh man.
Well, go for it. Go for it. Get the Aniston. Get the Aniston.
No,
Get
I
the
don't wanna get
hairspray-
that exactly, but
hairspray
I
up,
think
way
I
up
want to
in-
do like more. I want to figure out how to get more body in my hair. So pretty.
Go for it.
Jane Lapotaire is in this show somewhere. She's the person I said is grad school ready for me.
She's in this one.
She's in this show somewhere.
Oh,
I think she plays like a minor character.
that's wild.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, but also when I mean 90s fashion, I also mean early 2000s. So like 90 to 2010 probably, or no, 2005. 90 to like 2005 is the
Long
worst.
period of time.
Yeah, well, it was that bad for that long. Though I guess probably the very early 90s, there's some 80s bleed through, which was fun. So I don't.
think that's what we're watching. I
Yeah,
think
that's what's
we're
happening
watching
right now.
80s bleed.
All right, so
through.
whenever the 80s bleed through stopped, so what? I don't know, 92, whatever. That's when that period, like 2005, worst fashion ever.
Wow. I understand that. I definitely understand that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Ooh, you know what you could pull? You could pull best Christmas movie or like some sort of Christmassy.
Best here, actually. Let me see. What is the best Christmas movie? What is the? I mean, no, that's an easy choice. I'm going to obscure. Let's see.
What do you mean it's an easy choice? It's not an easy choice. I think if you put up like 5 top Christmas films and said like of these 5, what is the best Christmas film to watch? Because you've got, I mean, you already have like a ton of Christmas films, but then you can like throw in, like you can throw it, or you could even just do it on what is the best Grinch, or what is the best, what's that Scrooge one?
Scrooged.
Well, no, but like the Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Right. So you've got Scrooged, you've got the Muppet Scrooge, you got the Christmas Carol, which is the Christmas Carol with Michael.
Should I get another coffee? Yes or no?
Well, I did just finish mine, and I go, should I have second coffee?
That's a good poll. That's a good poll question.
Well, the poll's gonna say yes. I know the poll's gonna say yes. So.
But you don't know.
I do know. I know my chat.
Maybe people are concerned for your health.
No, they are not concerned. They want to see me burn. We have a healthy relationship. They want what's best for me. They want to see me burn.
No.
There you go.
See, look, yes for coffee. I told you. They just want to watch the world. Chat just wants to watch the world burn.
Or maybe they just want you to be happy.
No, listen, they're in my chat, so of course they want the world.
No, maybe they just want to see you happy.
Right. Well, that's the complicated relationship I have with coffee. It is equal parts happiness and depression. It's because you have the up and then you have the down. You have the up and then you have the crash.
Wow.
You have today and then you have tomorrow. You have today and then you have tomorrow.
Yeah, but see, I think part of the beauty of life is
that live for today, right? Okay, great. Second coffee it is.
No
Screw
day
tomorrow.
like that.
Screw tomorrow.
Screw tomorrow.
Screw tomorrow. Who needs tomorrow?
Nobody.
Tomorrow will never die.
Are you gonna go to the gym with us today?
No. Are you out of your mind?
It's Sunday.
Are
you out of your mind?
Listen, I'm almost 40. I go for walks.
That's so nice.
This is what I do now. This is how you die.
This is how you die.
This is how you die with dignity. You go for walks. You start going for walks.
I disagree with that, though. I think that as long as you get your 10,000 steps a day, you're on track to a healthy life. You know.
The point is, enjoy the gym. I won't be there.
Okay. Well, I have some.
Also, here's the other thing. Listen, I'm so old that I've started walking backwards because I hear it's good for your knees.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, but that's good. That's good for your knees at any age.
Apparently. But no, my point is, I'm at the age that I'm concerned for my knees.
Oh, yeah. Well, talk to my dad. My dad wishes he was concerned for his knees when he was young.
Well, good. I'm getting started on my knees now.
He was jumping out of planes.
But you know what else is really good for your knees? Roller skating.
Oh, shoot me.
Or rollerblading. Get some blades.
No. Just take me out back and no.
Oh, come on.
No.
You don't want to.
Do I want to share a dirty pair of roller skates that's been worn by 1,000 people before me?
Bring your own.
Ugh. In a dark, dank roller rink. In a dark, dank roller rink.
No, go to the beach. You rollerblade on the boardwalk.
And fall, skin my knees, break my ankle.
Make it your.
Oh, you wear padding. You wear like knee pads.
Make it your whole personality.
As long as you
Listen.
make sure you wear like elbow pads.
If Jeff's gonna rollerblade, Jeff's gonna rollerblade.
I'll go for a walk along a beach.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll go for a nice backwards walk along the beach.
Well, yeah, because walking in the sand also helps.
Just keep running.
I'm also. It's nice.
Turn around.
It's nice to be of the age where I don't care that people look at me funny when I'm walking backwards. That's an old person thing. It's like, I don't care if you're looking at me. I'm walking backwards here.
That's great. I love that.
Hey, I'm walking backwards here.
I'm walking backwards.
I'm walking backwards here.
That was an improvised line by Dustin Hoffman.
What?
That was an improvised line by Dustin Hoffman in Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy starring Dustin Hoffman and.
It seems like Chad has a lot of knee problems, and all I can say.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe that's why they're tuning in
for the knee problems.
They
hear your sage advice about knee problems.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think knee problems are exclusively a millennial thing.
I think that's been proven. They're exclusively a millennial thing.
Oh, right.
Also, what's exclusively a millennial thing is not owning a home.
Oh, that's true. That is exclusive to us. All right, I gotta let you go because I've gotta wash some mugs and then go to the gym.
All right, have fun.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye. Well, there you have it, folks. Yes, I walk backwards. What of it? Hanging up and being on a live stream, it's very strange. Now, I can't tell you. It's very strange. It's very quiet now. Walking sideways, that sounds cool. Well, it looks like we all have joint problems. This is great. This is wonderful. This is really good. We're all doing great. We're all doing great. We're all making the best of it. Yeah, hips. Well, hips have joints. Hip joint, right? Hip joint? Sure. It's weird. Yeah, my back, I think, hurt the most when I was in high school and carrying backpacks around. I think back problems are also a high school thing or a backpack thing. Anyway, walking backwards. It's the new hot thing. Walking backwards. All right. Well, I was going to do editing. Do I do it without a coffee? Do I do it without second coffee? Do I do it without 11 Z's? Hello. Jeez. Wow. We really opened up a whole... We got a ton of orthopedic problems. Wow. What's going on? What's going on out there? People hurting themselves? No, decaf is like tea. Launch it into the sun. You can keep your decaf. Launch it into the sun. I don't even think the sun wants it. Decaf? Right. What? Good reference. Good call. Good callback. I remember writing that, I think, once upon a time, a lifetime ago. That was a lifetime ago. That was a lifetime ago. That was a lifetime ago. Oh, see, I really am making now. You can definitely criticize my effort to quit coffee, as in I'm failing, but I am making a concerted effort to quit sugar. Really am doing my darndest. Really putting in. That's why I'm just getting heavy cream in my coffee. Really doing my darndest. Giving it the old college try. Well, the thing is helping my hips is I do sit on a stool when I work, and so it forces me into good posture. And when my butt hurts, I stand. I got a standing desk. Oh, pits. Ooh, my pits! But I sit on a hard wooden stool. And it forces me to sit upright. Though I do slouch sometimes, but in general, it forces me into a decent posture. Do I like pour-over coffee? Sure. It's like pizza. Here's the thing with coffee. It's like pizza. Pretty hard to screw up. Never really had a bad piece of pizza, even the worst pizza. Never really had a bad coffee unless it was decaf. Really hard to screw up. Except Starbucks really tries, don't they? God, they try to screw it up. They get close. Starbucks gets real close to screwing it up. Holy. I think sitting's everyone's number one enemy. That's why I recommend hard wooden stools. Get yourself a hard wooden stool. I recommend a birch or a maple or an oak. Oh, I do need to ask chat. Well, maybe once we get some ideas, we'll put up a poll. I need a white elephant gift for Christmas. I don't know what the budget is. Probably less than $20, maybe $10. I need a fun white elephant gift. We know what white elephant is. It's like a gift exchange. You know, you everyone brings a gift. It's like, $10 to $20, and then you exchange it. So I need something that's fun. Sometimes people bring Starbucks gift cards, but I want to be more creative than that. Maybe a pair of rollerblades. How much do those go for? That's kind of fun. Except now you're into sizing. Okay, too much. Well, you can get really cheap. No, those are for like kids. Mugs. Yeah, mugs. I guess, yeah, it'd have to be a funny mug, though. Like, it'd have to be a really unique mug, I think. I want to stand out here. It'd have to be really funky. Yeah, it's like Secret Santa. I think it's basically the same idea. I don't know why it's called White Elephant. I'm not sure. I guess, well, nice gift. I'd lean more to funny. But not like annoying funny that it's immediately going to be thrown in the trash. A body pillow with your face. Yeah, that might be too much. I might not have enough time to actually get something printed and do something like that, but that is funny. Well, I'm buying for a group of people. That's the idea. It's like you buy for a group of people because you don't know who's going to get the gift. It's not Secret Santa. It's White Elephant. You don't know who's going to get the gift. So it has to fit all preferences. It has to be a one-size-fits-all gift. How about a bottle of vitamin D pills? Supplements. Vitamin D. Everyone could use a little vitamin D in their life. A nice stick of deodorant. That's actually pretty funny. I do have a deodorant I like. That's actually I need to buy some more. That's pretty good though. Because there's going to be somebody at the party that's going to go, I actually could use that. And that's not a bad idea. That's up there. I like that one. Because it's useful, it's funny. Somebody really is going to want it. Because I would want it. Especially if it's the kind I like. I go, oh, I like that one. Yeah, deodorant's the leader right now. I like deodorant. Maybe I can give you like a sample pack. There's a few natural deodorants I like, but like a sampler pack of different flavors of deodorant. Like a 3-pack of deodorant. That's the front. That's the leader right now. Yeah, deodorant's cool. All right, I'm gonna get second coffee and we're gonna do some video editing. Where am I getting second coffee from though? Where am I getting second coffee? What is gonna be my second coffee? I already did cappuccino. Maybe just like an iced cappuccino. What do you call an iced cappuccino? A frappuccino's frozen. Is that just a thing, an iced cappuccino? Is that a drink? Cold cappuccino? It's just a cappuccino on ice, right? All right, I think I'm just gonna... No, I'm staying away from cold brew. Well, I guess iced coffee's not cold brew. The thing with the doggy place is that it's got the nitro, and I need to stay off the nitro. The nitro is the devil's sauce. So I need to stay away from dog coffee because it's too tempting. Otherwise, I'll come back with bloodshot eyes. So I think I'm gonna go to this other place that has the heavy cream, and I'll get just a nice cold cap. A lot has too much milk, especially when I get heavy cream. There we got a nice cap. What American words am I saying? Cappuccino? Well, nitro is cold brew. I mean, nitro is cold brew, and cold brew is the devil's sauce. It's like, do you want 500 milligrams of caffeine in your system? Cold brew. Cold brew is like 2 energy drinks. Nitro is a cold brew delivery system. It's a way of making it smoother. Cold brew means what it means is they brew coffee, but they keep brewing it overnight, and they like put it in a fridge so it cools. But the whole point is it's still stewing in the beans, so it's like it's like slow cooked coffee. So you get all of the caffeine. Like drip, pour, drip coffee is like a few minutes of steeping. You're talking 24 hours of steeping with cold brew. So the caffeine content is astronomical. Okay. Yeah, nitro is when it's like it like comes out of a tap, like you're pouring a beer. So it's got the nitrogen. It's got so it's it's foamy, not foamy, smooth, like a tap beer. Comes out, That's why I like it. It's like beer coffee. It's like having a Guinness, but instead of alcohol, it's coffee. Yeah, I've tried to make it at home, but I can never quite. It's hard to do at home. All right, I will be back 20 minutes.
This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me me a ride like this? Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? You ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? You ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? You ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love me a ride like this? Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive with this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive like this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this? This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive like this?
We're back. We're back. We made it. We made it. Had to change of plans. I had to switch coffee shops. But it ended up being very good. It ended up being very good. I got a this thing's beautiful, man. This is a iced chagachino with half and half. We're heavy on the calories today, but man. But the chagachino thing, it's not sugar, it's monk fruit, but it tastes sweet. Hot damn. I'm back. The king is back. Uncle Jeff is back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm here. Uncle Jeff is back. Taking your audition calls today. If there's no more audition calls, we may actually do some work. For those who don't know, I'm editing the next hottest IG video, or I'll at least pull it up. The next greatest IG video of all time. One of the great videos. But we're always here for your audition needs. Here on Uncle Jeff Talks Auditioning. Back when I auditioned for Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf back in '57. The staged reading for Edward Albee himself, I tell ya. Stream's quiet? Oh, there you go. Turn it up. I didn't turn up my mic the whole way. There you go. There we go. There we go. I think I fixed it for you all. I think I fixed it. I think we're back. We're back in the yellow. Hot damn, this is good. Hot damn, is this good? I'll turn it down a little bit. My God, the volume needs of these people. My God. Volume knob's finicky. All right. Actually, is the system... Here, let me change system audio so we can hear this. I do need to get an iPad, though, so I can keep track of chat while I edit. I had to keep you in line, chat. I think this should do it, right? Let's see. All right. Well, there we go. Let's dig in this new song. So it started with this. I was like, this is cool. And then I started building it. And then I added So this is the verse. It goes to C. I need video here. Art. I like the forevermore thing. What rhymes with forevermore? Adore, explore, implore. I'll clean the floors. Dora, explore. Hold on. Thinking of Pauly Shore movies. In the army now. Melt your icy heart like Pauly Shore, because he melts ice in Encino Man's. Lock myself inside like Pauly Shore, Biodome. Each chorus has a Pauly Shore reference. Pauly Shore movies are fun. Hey, buddy. So I need some more video to help this thing be shorter. You really gotta look up Pauly Shore and Pinocchio. Father, when can I leave the video on my own? Alright, so there's a lot of work. I mean, this video's... I need a lot. Ton of work to do. Ton of work to do. Pauly Shore might like this. I don't know. Not really. Well, yeah. I don't generally like watching myself, but I'm trying to show the evolution of how the song was made in like 2 minutes or so. 2 minutes or less. So this is tricky. I did some... Hold on. I'm going to find it. I did some Pauly Shore... I did some like weird Pauly Shore meme stuff. Where is it? Where did I put it? Maybe here? No. I don't want to do all that stuff again. I don't know where I put it. That's great. It's real good. Real good. Like I made some edits with my face and Pauly Shore posters. I don't remember where it is though. Scratch. Hot damn the strength though, I tell you. Chagachino. would I and I don't know. Oh, here we go. I found it. Thank God. Even though I didn't do much work. Okay. So close this project. Okay. Back to sharing the screen. No, don't need that, but so we got this poster I can drag in to the other timeline. Best way to do this. Oh, I also probably need to format that vertically. So maybe I need to drag this footage into the other timeline to format it vertically. Can't paste it? Why not? Why won't you paste? That's stupid. Can I drag you into the other project? Whoa, we got a subscriber. Welcome to Uncle Jeff's Fun Time Hour. I'm between libraries. I know. That's the whole idea. Oh, there we go. I can do it this way. My face changed though. Got perfection achieved. Perfection achieved.
See.
Okay, I need to merge you though. Maybe I'll make my face a little smaller. What's happening? What the hell just happened? Good enough for government work. Merge the clip.
I think it goes to C. C.
Oh, Final Cut, I love you. I love you as much as Logic.
C.
Maybe I actually just keep it really low. So we do something like this. Or how do I do keyframes again? Damn it. How do I do keyframes? Shit. would just add a keyframe. Next. What? Add keyframe. Okay. Oh. Ah. I don't know. Let's cut it and then do it.
I think it goes to C. C. E. I think it goes to C.
I need keyframes, man. Come on. All right, I gotta look this up. Option click. Thank you. Thank you.
C. C.
We're not at Pauly Shore yet. We don't know that this is a Pauly Shore song yet. I just need footage of this song playing. Probably should switch out guitars too. Yeah, welcome to the stream. We're here taking your, if anybody needs audition advice from old Uncle Jeff, let me know. We're taking your audition calls today. Opening the phone lines for all your audition needs. Do I really have to download more, screen grab more footage? I just want simple. Okay, maybe here. All right, that'll suffice. It's not all that exciting. But it is a piece of video footage. Or I need some software instrument stuff. Come on. Guys, these streams are so exciting. I see why you all tune in. They're so, they're riveting. Well, that's good. Little recording something's always good. That looks. Oh, that's fun.
Father. When?
That's the father part. I'll clip that. I need that for later. It's interesting. Visually, I mean, well, as interesting as these streams get, I suppose. So do something like. Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it? It's not fun. Oof. Can only zoom in so far. It's pretty low res. I hit play. Final cut. Hello.
It goes to C.
Yeah, we got to be more visually interesting here. Holy. Zoom in. What? What the hell? That's not what I did at all. What am I missing here? Go here, bud. Stay here. Go here. Here. To there. To there. Why do you keep... I don't get it. Why do you keep moving not where I want you? I'll go back. What is going on? I'm just going to delete every keyframe I've ever made. Delete. Are we out? Are we done with keyframes? Are we good? Holy. Okay, back to 0. Right? We're okay? Great. Now I'm going to add a keyframe. That position. Okay, that's why, because I hit rotation. Now position. Okay. What a payoff. Yeah, I don't know. I need more something visually interesting. Just trying to tell the story of the song.
It goes to C.
Or what if I did this? Okay. Art. I like the father. Okay, shut up, Jeff. Put this here. I like the forevermore thing. What rhymes with forever? Thing. More thing. Thing. And then we go right to this. So keeping it
I know what you want.
I like the forevermore.
Be right at my side.
I like the forevermore. I like the forevermore thing.
Be right at my side.
Right, okay. Keyframe here. I like the forevermore thing.
Be right at my side.
Not that drastic. I like the forevermore thing.
Be right at my side forevermore.
What rhymes with forevermore? I can even keep it going just low in the background. What? What rhymes with forevermore? Adore, explore, implore. Adore, explore, implore. I'll clean. I probably should have an instrumental. It's too much editing. Adore, explore, implore. I'll clean the floors. Dora. Polly Shore. Explore. Hold on. Thinking of Polly Shore movies. In the Army now. Yeah, but this one needs to come later because this one's not quite as clear. Melt your ice. Something like this, right? Melt your icy heart like Polly Shore, because he melts ice in Encino Man. Hold on. Thinking of Polly Shore movies. Melt your icy heart like Polly Shore, because he melts ice in Encino Man. Or, melt your ice in Encino. Ice in Encino Man. Ice in Encino Man. He melts ice in Encino Man. Melt your ice Shore movies. An Encino Man. Melt your icy heart like Paul melts ice in Encino Man. In the Army now. Lock myself inside like Polly Shore. Biodome. Nah, it doesn't make sense the other way. I'll just show a poster. Movies. In the Army now. I need download In the Army now poster. How are we doing, chat? The only thing that rhymes with forevermore is Polly Shore. It's the only thing. There is no other answer. Could have sworn I downloaded the other posters. I did. So, excuse me. Melt. probably should, show actual Pauly Shore, not just in the army now. Swap and do a face swap, but the man deserves his props. Also, I need to take a screenshot of his IMDb so people understand that Conway Bones is his character in the army now. Wait, is his name Bones Conway, not Conway Bones? Whatever, not changing it. Oh, this Bones Conway, I screwed it up. Whatever. Reference still holds. I'll do screen recording. This thing is a mess. Where's the IMDb logo? There we go. Actually, I don't Need a cut. Speed this up. What? What the hell happened? Jesus, what? What? Huh? Who? How? Where? Why? Melt your icy heart like poly. Where's the freeze frame I made? It's made a freeze frame. Where'd it go? That's stupid. Final cut. I love you and hate you. You're everything I love and hate in this world. If I ever commit high treason, it's because of you. Okay, did you work? Melt. Melt your. Thank you. Wish I could. I need an animated. Like, you know, underline, maybe. Or no, I can just do a it doesn't have to be animated. Where's my shape generator? Shape. You could do an arrow. What are we doing here? We are making my next greatest Instagram video hit to a song called Pauly Shore. So we're making a shitty music video. What are we doing? We're making a shitty music video to a fun song. Using clips from, well, the internet and my past live streams of when I made this song. The song's currently available on Patreon, though I think I probably when this video drops, I probably should drop it on Spotify too. I should get in that habit. I should get in that dirty habit. Melt your icy heart like Pauly Shore, because he melts ice in Encino Man. Let's find Encino Man in the IMDb. Well, we don't need to do the IMDb clip again. I got... Where's my Encino Man? Here's the poster. Let's do something fun with the poster. This one's fun too. We got 2 Encino Man posters. Is that Brendan? That's Brendan Fraser, though. He's not on that poster, so that's no good. Right? Yeah. All right, we're going to put my face over Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser. Sorry, Brendan. It's all about me, Brendan. It's all about me, Brendan. It's about me. It's all about me. I should get a higher res photo of me to drag in here. All right. This might do it. What's happening? Me and Paulie hanging out. There probably should be more profile, but it's kind of funny. Let's see if that looks funny. It does look funny. The answer is yes, it looks funny. There we go. Look at that. Look at that beaut. All right. Probably need 2 clips for this phrase. Well, we can zoom in on the title and then pull out. Also, the formatting of this thing needs to be vertical. When am I going to fix that? I don't know. Worry about that later, I guess. Yeah, my Photoshop skills are non-existent. I don't know, somewhere around there. Let's see what happens. Wait a minute. Now I'm going to put a keyframe. Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna format this thing. Let's get the ideas first. Great. Cute. I could also do my favorite video trick, editing trick. We should throw in some rotation. Let's make it a sensible 720. Lock my lock myself inside. Lock myself inside. Lock myself inside, like Polly Shore, Biodome. All right. I probably need to take a photo of me making that face. Sorry, Billy Baldwin. Yes, yes. That's bad editing is definitely my style. I'm not changing it. I'm not going. The editing's getting any better is not getting any better, so it's definitely a stylistic choice at this point. I have no other option for it other than be a stylistic choice. Lo-fi. What am I doing? I'm trying to create a mask. Time to cut a face out. Fine work here. Look, we're gonna cut around the finger. Look how advanced we're getting. I'll zoom in a little bit. Nightmare fuel. Pure nightmare fuel. Oh wait, no, he's the other way. He may even do a match color here. See if that does anything. Did that do anything? Yeah, I did a little something. Turn on the exposure a little bit. Oh, that's saturation. Or it's more of the contrast. Oh, that's why. Biodome. Each chorus has a polyshore reference. Dome. Each chorus has a polyshore reference. Each chorus has a polyshore reference. Each chorus has a polyshore reference. All right, we need. Did I get jury duty? I need jury duty, goofy movie, and oh, fisheye filter. Good one. Good call. You're right. That's what's going on in that photo. It's the fish. Wait a minute. No, it's definitely going on. Yeah, we'll try it out. You're right. Maybe that'll do something. Let's see. Distortion. Fisheye. There you go. Right there. That's a little much. Actually, or I just turned down my scale. We'll tone it down a little bit. Okay, hold on. Let's undo the scale. Just tone down the fisheye. Tone down the scale a little bit. It's pretty good, right? Dome.
Each chorus has a polychord reference.
Jury duty. Poster. High res. Goofy movie. There's a few posters for Goofy movie.
Each chorus has a polychord reference. Polychord music is fun. Cutting out more faces. Bye-bye. I'm going to take your face off. in the most delicate way possible. Okay, I'll keep your ears. You can keep your ears. And I'll keep your beautiful hairline. Your beautiful hairline. It's going to stay. But your face comes off. All right, let's take another photo. Like what? I need to look that way? That way. Shit, wrong way. That should do. Excuse me. I like that it's a little oversized. It's too big. That's good. That's rich. And I love, and we're gonna do my the shitty earthquake effect. I love so much. It's so shitty. I love how shitty it is. Where's her? Where's earthquake? There we go. Oh wait, no, I'll just put it on my face. That'll be funnier. Yeah. More earthquake. There we go. Now we've done it.
Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. You're judging my fall.
Polytropy is fun.
I need a jury, dude.
You gotta edit these images though a little bit. I mean, I could do the face swap.
I need a jury, dude.
Halfway through.
I need a jury, dude.
No. I'll do a video of me singing. Wow, what a novel idea. Way to go, Jeff. You did it. Wow. I need a jury, dude. What is it?
I need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. You're judging my fall.
I need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. You're judging my fall. see if this is funny. See if this is funny or not. Whoops. Why can't we see? What am I missing here? Oh, I moved it. What? Where's this thing? Oh. Gotta warm it up a bit. He's very tan. Let's do a color match. Will that do it? That didn't do anything.
Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy. Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. You're judging my fall. Need a jury. Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. You're judging. Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. You're judging. Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. Need a jury, dude. It's a goofy move. You're judging my fall.
Yeah, I'm gonna paste it in the poster too. Hello, Mr. Jeff Blum. I have 2 questions. Are you a planner or discovery writer? I'm not really sure. I mean, both, I guess. I guess I don't really quite know what you mean. Also, Tanoi Caraxes is my, I don't know what the male equivalent of I don't know the word. Waifu? Can you drop some Tanoi lore? I'm not after a stream yesterday of all the lore drops, I'm not the one, I'm probably not the person to drop all that much lore. Ironically, because that's all that we talked to yesterday. Okay, so then what? Yeah, Tanoi's, Lords and Black Lore's probably not the one you would be going to for that. Do I miss playing Tinky? Sure. Lore dump. Except whose face am I cutting out here? I don't know. I don't want to cut out either of their faces. They're both cool. Or I'm going to cut myself out of the O. Look at that. Getting creative here. That looks funny, huh? Great. Is this the same thing? Okay, what was I doing? Goofy movie's so good. Let's just have a moment and appreciate how awesome Goofy movie is. And how Powerline's the greatest artist of all time. Cute and creepy. There's no difference, right? There's no difference between cute and creepy. It's the same thing. Holy fun. Hey, buddy. Holy cow. Now that the editing rhythm's picking up, you need more and more clips. This was supposed to be easy. Good thing it's a good thing that this IG video is going to make me millions of dollars. So this is a good use of my time. I mean, at least, right? Let's be honest. It's a conservative, estimate. Holy fun. Hey, buddy. Do I want to re-go in that whole section? What's the next thing? Holy short Pinocchio. Father, when can I leave the... Hey, buddy. I don't know what happens next.
lock myself inside like Pauly Shore, Biodome. Each chorus has a Pauly Shore reference. Pauly Shore movies are fun.
Overwhelmed. Take a second. I don't think I've seen an extremely goofy movie. If I did, I totally forgot it. So that's probably how I feel about it. Yeah, but Pauly Shore's in a goofy movie. He's we've been through this. He's Leaning Tower of Pizza guy. I got a GIF. I got a GIF of him. Maybe I could use a GIF. Let's see. Download. No, it doesn't want to download. Well.
Has a Pauly Shore reference. Each chorus has a Pauly Shore reference. Pauly Shore movies are fun. Hey, bye. I'll try to put my face in a GIF. I need glasses, because that guy's got glasses. Also, I may just call this stream. I'm tired. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to call the stream. It's been fun, anybody. It's been fun, everybody. Any parting questions for Uncle Jeff? All right. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Good luck with your auditions. Good luck. Book those auditions.